Hi you guys, welcome to Trinika Creates. Today I'm going to share another clean with me. I'm going to do a stove rehab on my electric stove using baking soda and hydrogen peroxide. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and watch till the end. There's a shocking surprise at the end. My kitchen flooded. Now let's get into it.
So I'm gonna get ready to clean my stove. I've already pulled the burners out. I'm gonna scrub those with a Brillo pad. If you guys have an electric stove with the removable burners, then you probably need to do this occasionally. I haven't done it in a while. So it's like food spills and like especially if you're cooking like with liquids and they spill, they can pile up and build up that white chalky kind of build up. So I'm going to clean under here and I'm going to scrub. And I don't fry foods at home, so I don't get a lot of grease, but that's just residual food that is splattered. So I'm going to use this stuff here. I'm going to use some Arm & Hammer and some peroxide to scrub my stove. We'll see how that turns out.
So once I mixed the baking soda and peroxide and turned that into a paste, I used a sponge. This sponge is not even wet. I just used the sponge to remove any debris from under the hood. If you have this type of stove, make sure to pop the hood open. Food does fall inside the drip pans, and the pan can catch most things, but it does miss a lot. So make sure you pop the hood so that you can clean all under the surface of your stove to get any food that may have spilled. Now that I've removed the debris, I'm just going to do a quick rinse to get this sponge cleaned off before I apply the paste. Now I'm going to apply the paste to the surface of the stove or the under the hood, and just make sure you have a thick paste. And I found that it was easier to use my hand to rub the paste in. So whatever option you choose to use, just make sure you get a thick coat of the paste, and you can begin scrubbing. I rinsed this sponge several times. I just wanted to make sure I was actually picking up the grime and not just moving it around. So rinse frequently.
So this is what it looks like cleaned under the hood. I'm still gonna go over this with a soapy towel or soapy sponge, but I just want to show you that the grease came up. I was able to clean the sides. This is just wipes away because I already scrubbed it. So I'm gonna work on the top and show you guys what that looks like. Okay, I have some more of this paste left. I'm just gonna use my hands in the glove and start applying it around the burner opening. And I'm gonna leave it here for a while to sit before I start scrubbing. So I just have a bunch of that in my hand. Trying to use a sponge to do this wasn't working for me, so do what works for you. I want that to pile on kind of thick. I'm gonna probably have to make some more paste for the other side of the stove, but I'll show you guys just what I do for this. So if you guys haven't watched my video where I'm cleaning my washing machine with vinegar and baking soda, check that one out. I'll link it in this video so you can see. This is just like natural cleaning. There's no smell. There's no strong chemical smell. I don't smell anything actually. So I did buy some oven cleaner. I think I'm going to try this method inside the oven too and see what results I get, because I hate the smell of oven cleaner. It's awful. And yeah, if I can get the same results or better without that harsh chemical smell, I'm going to do that. So I'll show you guys what this looks like once I start scrubbing it. I'm going to make some more paste. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. And I've kind of caked on the paste in the trouble areas. It has dripped down in the bottom, but that's fine. I'm going to scrub in there again anyway. So, pretty gross to see what's underneath your burner covers. So, I'll be cleaning that up. And I'll be putting new drip pans in. I buy the black porcelain ones, and if you cook at a high heat like I do sometimes, they start to crack, but that black porcelain coating will start to pop up. And like if you're not cooking with pepper but you're seeing black specks in your food, you really do need to change out your drip pans. Okay, so I just tested an area over here, but I want to show you guys what the results I got. So this is grime and grease, and it just moves along. Let's show another space. Use another part of the sponge. So I'll move some of that paste back in there. That's like a trouble area. See if it scrubs it out. Yep, it did. This is really caked on right here. So I'm going to rinse the sponge out and see if this comes out. So far, so good. Really impressed with this. So it seems like if I move the paste like right into where the trouble areas are, it picks up where it's like resisting. So let's rinse this out. I bought some Brillo pads, but I don't think I'm gonna need them. And that's where looks like the paint is chipped in there. This black part. I'm not sure. So if you guys are wondering if this works, I mean, it takes some elbow grease in some parts, like that's really bad, but I'm not using any soap, any bleach, anything. This is just hydrogen peroxide and baking soda. So if you were wondering if this would work, and you can see my stove, it's filthy. Like, that's a combination of the paste and the dirt and grease, but you see there's no soap coming out of this. There's no soap here. I'm still going to clean it with soap afterwards, but this might need another coat. I might need to take the Brillo pad to this one, or at least get a new sponge out. I'm not sure. I'm going to move that paste back over there. I do think the paste breaks it up more. So, putting the paste back on the trouble areas, I'm going to move it back over. And I'll show you guys. I'm going to put some more paste on this side and we'll work on the other side and then come back to this one. I'll show you what I get. I'm going to work with this sponge a little bit longer, see what I can get clean before I resort to the Brillo pad for the tough areas. So, finish scrubbing this, and then this is still coming up, any residue that won't come up, I'll scrub with the Brillo pad. And the Brillo pad doesn't have like a harsh smell either, so, and that was what I was trying to avoid, was the harsh smells that you have to ventilate your whole house. You can't breathe in order to clean. Like, that's for the birds. So we'll see. This is what I have so far, scrubbing with baking soda and peroxide. And I'll clean this up and I'll show you guys what the finished product will look like. Okay, so this is my finished product so far. I haven't scrubbed at the front panel. This is what I could get off of the stove. I ran out of baking soda, so show you guys what this looks like. So this is what I was able to get off initially. Well, this is the end result of what I was able to clean. I'll show you guys part 2 of my cleaning of my stove. I'm going to scrub the burners, try to get the rest of this black burnt on whatever out, and replace those drip pans, and yeah, show you guys what that looks like in part 2. This is my stove.